Ooh. Hey. No, that is not a mistake. I just, at the same time that dinner was ready, I actually just ate while the stream was left on. Anyway. Hey, hello. Hello. Let's see. I'm looking for some reference for glass. Reference? Doesn't seem to be much. Oh. Except for this one. Which is copy photo. But geez, that's extremely small. Let's see if I can enlarge it. Whee! This is very helpful, but it is something. I want to know how the texture goes. Let's see. That's a dark rim, dark shadow around the edge, and then some reflected light. Mine is too much. Wait, thank you. Okay, you didn't know. I actually started the stream like I think an hour before, and I just let it sit there. The stream is starting text for an hour, and while I went for dinner, and I just came back recently. I think the reaction. Oh no, reaction, reflection. The reference picture is more like skylight. Why is it so blurry? Ah. Oh, hello, you're still here. Good night. Oh, this is one of the few times that you're bed early. What? This is a miracle. And I try to plan what's going to happen for the stream instead of just sit here and draw and wait until I get bored myself or suddenly have some other ideas. So I think I wrote down the title, so I can either start with drawing this comic panel, and then I can study anatomy, which is both revising for my studies, and also I can like practice drawing anatomy. And then what else? What did I write? Basically that. I have 2 things on my list. I try not to go to video games, because even though it's fun, I just want to be productive in 2025. I want to finish this one. This project has been sitting here since last year, and I have to deal with it. At least until that. Made apple, pineapple, blueberry, strawberry, and raspberry smoothie. What? What time is it in your region that you're having it for lunch? Here it's, in case anybody is curious, it is 8 PM here in Hong Kong. Just finished dinner. And also, now today is it's 28th of January here, at least. I don't know about other time zones. So in a few hours it will be like Chinese Lunar New Year. But it's not as a big thing. Actually it is, but personally I don't make a big fuss out of it. It's not as big of a thing as the regular New Year. And my dog is prowling under my desk. What? It's 8? What? You're in the same time zone? We're in the same time zone. Ah. Stop it. What? I don't know what my dog wants. She keeps just pulls me now and then she's not satisfied until I just followed her back to her bed, and then she does nothing. She just wants the control of me following her. Anyway. Stop it! Please, stop it, please, I'm trying to draw. Oop. Oh, an Aussie, hey! Yeah, when I was trying to think of what time zone, no, what time to stream, and I was thinking like, in my nighttime is not actually not very friendly for Western countries. At least some Western countries like America, since they're like either into midnight or well in the morning where everybody's at work. Except for Australia. Hey. Hey. And some Asian countries. Is it so? Let's get the reference picture out of the way. And yeah, I'm trying to. This is actually one of the comic pages I'm working on. It's so funny because these are the usual pages. I've done like 15 of them. The usual pages have this sort of cartoonish stylized style. Well, this one is more. It's more very different in terms of style. Stop it! What do you want? What do you want? Also, have a guess how many dogs I have. You wanna see? But you have a big backyard where tons of dogs can go around play. How many? You say that I need to. That means I need to guess a big number. Is it 10? Something like that. I think I made a mistake of just jump to colouring instead of having all the shadows and base colour done first. What do we do? Let's see, some yellowish light. You have 12. And I thought I have given a big number. What are they? What breed are they? Mine is just a very small Maltese. What do you want? Okay, give me 10 seconds. I'll go check if she wants to poop. 15 seconds. She hasn't pooped. She just wants attention. And also, speaking of her, she has the most bizarre behaviour, and I think it's not bizarre as in no other dogs do it, but I just can't believe it. So, whenever I go to the bathroom, she would just does not allow you to close the door. So what she does is that if you close the door, she'll go ahead and paw the door and make scratchy noise until you've had enough. Oh, so annoying! And then you can't help it and just open the door for her. And what she does is can't believe it. What she does after you open the door, oh, okay, fine, you've had your way, come on in. And she doesn't go in. She would just poke her head through the gap. Just use her head to sort of sneak her head in the room. Just sniff around, look around, and then just leaves. do it again. You know, at one point I knew she's going to hold the door and it just doesn't close the door. I just leave it open. Okay, you can just come in if you want. And she maybe just skip the first step. She doesn't pull it, but she was still every 20 seconds or 15 seconds just poke her head in, check if you're still there, and just leaves. She thinks you're being so sneaky. Oh, hello! Why is there so many people today? What's with this time zone? Hello! It's a long time no see. Just got to work. You got to work. Oh, so it's morning for you, right? I think. I know. I don't know about I forgot about Canada. I just remember that it's US. I just need to flip the AM to PM and PM to AM. Is that the cover for your comic? And was actually one of the page. Actually, now that you say it, it could have been. Yeah, but actually, it was just intended to be one of the pages, but the style is so different. I'm making these impulsive things again. Had to get on the bus at 6 AM to skip traffic. What? What? 6? Nani? They're all couple of Kelpies, Border Collies, Scotch Collies, Australian Catto Dogs. Oh, let me just use my Chrome. Oh, you can't see it. I just look at it myself. Collies. Oh, what? Huge dogs. Kelpies. Wait. Kelpies. Wait. Did I type it wrong? These are not dogs. These are horse statues. Scottish camels. What? Anyway, Kelpies. I should add a dog text behind it. Oh, there you go. This is normal. That took so long because I was talking to my friend. Oh no, it's okay. It's all right. You just chill here. And also, by the way, speaking of skipping traffic, I've just recently bought a motorbike for myself. If you can believe it. I've got my motorbike license in September last year, and I got it 2 weeks ago on the 16th. I didn't bought it maybe like another week before, but I got the bike on 16th, and it's terrifying. The traffic in Hong Kong is horrifying. I need to. Maybe the traffic in Western countries where they have much broader road, right? And in Hong Kong, everything is so small, and a road, especially the urban areas, is so narrow. It's terrifying. Just one lane. Not all of them, but if it is like those Kowloon districts, those like sort of urban district you see in JoJo, then traffic is I'm terrified. Luckily, I live in those sort of half rural, half. It's not rural, but it's called the New Territories, but it's the area where the road is slightly more tolerable, and there are long roads that I don't need to like wait for traffic every 2 minutes. How do I like? I at the first date is the first time is horrifying because I was jump scared, and I was dreading that. Please, can you just allow me to come maybe in the afternoon, at most late afternoon, so that I don't have to drive home in the dark. And then at first, like, they said like 3 p.m. I was like, okay. And on that date I came, and then they said, can you maybe push it a little bit later? And I was like, what? 5:30? It's winter, the sun just go down by then. And they said that because the bike just arrived, they want to clean it for me, and they sort of have to install the little parts like the mirrors and stuff, because when they delivered they were sort of detached. And I was like, all right. And I went there, the sun is almost down. I was like, okay, it is still tolerable, but it's just, you know. But unfortunately then we spent another hour, or at least 45 minutes, trying to explain to me how the bike works, you know, where the buttons are, where what the tires are, and how to brake, things like that. I appreciate it. They're good people, they're very considerate people, I have to say, but the night thing, I'm terrified, I'm so scared. Anyway, oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. And what happened? Wait a minute. Oh, accidentally. Ah! I'm gonna move it back. Ah, there you go. Bernie's mountain dog. I have to wait a minute. I have to look up all the dog first. I haven't done it. Bernie's mountain dog. Why are there so many? What? And all the huge dogs. What? No! The world is so unfair. If I've had so many big dogs, I wouldn't need to have a bed. I'll just sleep on top of them. And they won't even feel it. I did mine a few years ago, but winter made it impractical half the year. So, oh, you also have it. Oh, it's good. Or bike gang. Winter made it impractical. What does that mean? Does that mean that the snow made it impossible to start the bike, or the another thing is that it's very cold on the bike, which is true. It is very cold even in Hong Kong. It is tropical. Hong Kong is not tropical. What is it? Hong Kong tropical? No, it's not as tropical as Thailand. Hong Kong. Let's see. Hong Kong is subtropical. The I have Kawasaki Ninja. Ninja 400. Shadow 2007. Eee. Oh my god. I'm not really sure like how to like analyze a motorbike. So I can just I can just face value. And this looks like all those sort of retro looking bike. We have just a few motorbike store here. Oh, I got one from Kawasaki, and I think there's another in Hong Kong district called Lion, and the shape kind of looked like that. Although, let's see, yeah. But this is Honda. These are the bikes where you can wear those leather helmets to fit. Driving without winter tires on a bike is actually illegal here. Ah, winter tires. Too many risk of tipping over. Winter tires? For the bike. Oh, can't. Load. Okay, I won't push it, otherwise my stream will die. Oh, what was that? There's so many things I need to learn about the bike. And luckily they gave me some warranty card so that I can go there at some points, like when I get to 700 kilometers, and then when I get to 1000 kilometers, and then something at some milestones I can go and have some checkup. Oof. I need that, otherwise I don't know what I'm doing. On the CBR, I have, now that I have something that I've heard of. I have heard of the CBR 1, 2, for my course. English. And the cruiser in Cantonese is like 美國巡航車. Let's see. Is it? I think it's the. Let's see. I think it looks like the CBR 125 looks like. Also looks like what I used during the course, but I can't see. They haven't put it up on the website which exact model they use for the driving academy. I like the laid back posture. 700cc. Yeah, and you can also use like bigger CC when you were in Western countries. In Hong Kong, the road is just short and so narrow. Usually people would just get at most 400. If you get like a Yamaha 1, what is that, 1R? Yeah, you get Yamaha R1. You're probably a speeder. See. Now I'm stuck. Should I just give up and give it line work? Lines. I probably shouldn't be too ambitious. I guess I saw for this artwork, I saw reference pictures like this. They're probably generated by AI, but the whole page of it, something like this on Pinterest. I thought very, very cool. I like the lighting, and I try to use the same lighting for this artwork. But then it looks so different from the rest of the pages. And anyway. What was that noise? Oh, speaking of bikes, I told my friends that the reason, they asked me what was the motivation. Why do you suddenly want to learn to drive the motorbike? And I told them that when I was working as a research assistant, I have to use the train. Get up early, use the train, and because the university campus was so far away, each commute takes me 1.5 hours. I have to first take the train, get off the train, and take another bus, and then just walk my way past a bridge, and then through some slope before I arrive at the office. And because it's just one commute, when I go back home, I need to make the same journey again. And I said to myself, I don't want that. What do I do? There must be another way. And so I, like any other person, I looked up a Google map and see if there are any path I can take. Of course there isn't, but then I saw there is, from a usual 1 hour and 30 something minutes journey, there's another option that is just 45 minutes, and that is by motorbike. And I said, and I thought, I'll just, do I rather just drive by myself, or do I want to endure this? And I just chose to take the motorbike course. And by the time I completed the road exam, the road test, and I got my license, I've already changed job twice. It's almost 2 years, not exactly 2 years, almost 2 years since this is my job as a research assistant, and now I'm back to school. Oh no, yeah. And I wanted live update. I told you that I wanted to study clinical psychology, and I was thinking that I was going to apply for it when it was January, because the application period started January, and then but before that I thought I need to broaden my chances. I need to not put everything in one basket, and I need to think of some ways, a plan B of sorts. And there any other places that I can use my skills as a maybe therapist, and in any psychology field that I can use my skills? It's basically not wasted. I studied psychology for so long. I don't want to just change to a different subject. And so in July, I think July, somewhere July or August, I also applied for occupational therapist, master in occupational therapist, MOT. I think other countries have MOT too, right? And yeah. And I was thinking, I should apply this too, but because I applied this in July, like 4 months before CP's application even started, and just 1 month later, I got the interview and I got the offer, and I said and I thought to myself, if I accept this offer, it will be 5 years before I can even apply any other degree, even if I still want to study clinical psychology, because the master was 2 years, and then I will be bound to an NGO for 3 years, because they will be sponsoring my tuition, so it's basically free. Like 680,000 Hong Kong dollars. And for tuition, what's that in Canadian dollars? Not sure. Let's see. Yes, 680,000 Hong Kong dollars for 2 years of master degree. That'll be 125,800 Canadian dollars. I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't have that. The students need to, they even have limited quotas. Students need to go to different NGOs themselves and apply for the sponsorship, and it was not guaranteed that all students will have it, and luckily I have that. I got it, and I was thinking, if I don't accept this offer, if I accept this offer, it'll be 5 years before I can apply for CP, and if I don't accept this offer, I to wait for January to apply for CP. If CP doesn't, if I don't get it, I will have basically nothing, right? Yeah, and so I just decided to accept the offer, and now I'm studying full-time the Master in Occupational Therapy, and it's a degree where I think other countries have it. If MOT is, once you study the 2 years program, you can just you come out as a registered occupational therapist. And maybe I'll think about if I still want to study CP later, but it's not a choice I can make within 5 years. Yeah, that's a lot of CAT. Yeah, that's right. So there are some students who, like me, got the degree offer, but they couldn't find an NGO that could sponsor them, and they decided to just quit. It kind of force you to make contracts with an NGO first. And also, there are some students who are fortunate enough. I have one classmate. I think she was the only one out of the 40 of us. She was like, she's been working for a while, so maybe she has some savings. And then she was like, I don't want to be bounded by an institution, and she wants to, after she graduates, just go straight to work at HA, Hospital Authority. And then, and then she can afford to just didn't even seek NGO at all. She's just so confident. She says, I don't need it. I'll just leave the quota for somebody else. I'm like, thank you so much. I need it. We have it here too. It's a mix of physiology and psychology. Yeah. Well, you're the first one to put it that way, but I think so too. And now I'm forced to study anatomy. Look at this. I'm forced to study what is gluteus maximus, what is pectineus, what is sartorius, this freaking plexus medialis, patella, salius. I'm probably pronouncing them wrong. And also, yeah, and also I didn't MOT and MPT, which is like physiotherapy. Yeah, physiotherapy. They're sort of like, they're like twins. The application are together, the inauguration day are together, and even some classes were together. Just can't be separated. And yeah, forced to memorize anatomy together. Although I heard that they will have a harder time. They have more biology things to remember than OT. And there will be some psychiatry thing. Hey. I also thought about why I wanted to study clinical psychology in the first place, is I'm actually interested in the forensic side of things. You know, after watching Dr. Curry's performance in the Johnny Depp trial. Oh no! Oh no! What did I say in the last 45 seconds? I was agreeing with your statements about it's a mix of physiology and psychology. Yeah, I don't think this semester still don't have anything related to psychology yet. And also, I remember they will have psychiatry related stuff. I don't know what the big difference are, but I saw the name and I got excited. A lot of starting a degree in visual therapy. Hey! Oh my god, the world is so small. Hey, everyone is working this same field. Speaking of the world is so small, my last job was a behavioral therapist for autistic children. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it was like quite some months ago. But within the year, it was like, hey. I was like, what? What are you doing here? Oh, so funny. So, just apply for it. And then the other day, probably someone else is like, someone else you know is right behind you. Okay, I've made my mind. I'm going to put line work. It's going to take a while. And so I'm just gonna let it sit and go to study anatomy. Yeah. Okay, last week we just had the functional anatomy, and then if you study physiotherapy, you'll probably have the same thing. I'm not sure, but they took it. We have laboratory sessions, basically tutorial sessions, and in the laboratory. Wait, what? Okay. They have cadavers. It's basically bodies, real bodies. So the laboratory will have on one side of the laboratory, it's like just like any old secondary school laboratory. They have like long desk, some sinks on the side, and on the other side of the laboratory is like rows of metal trolleys, and on top of on the rows of trolleys, like about 10 of them, are black body bags. And then when you unzip the body bags, you'll see chopped up cadavers inside with they're all soaked in some substances that prevents them from decaying, I guess. You don't really smell the body, but you smell the chemical. I can smell it right now. The memories come flooding back. And so functional, I suppose. That's why I called it the functional anatomy. Anyway, and also each week they will have you need to form groups of 4 to 5 people, and then each week one of you in the group would have to be the quote-unquote teacher, and you need to wear gloves, unzip the cadaver body bag, and use the forceps and your own hands to show your group mates which muscle is which. It is crazy. So scary. The first thought I have is about the cadavers is like, Hong Kong is a rather you know Asian countries, like people are more reserved, more traditional. Is that really a lot of people who would just volunteer to be cadavers after they die? I was wondering. Because the professor told us that these cadaver bodies, they have been here for quite some years, and I was thinking, quite some years, so these must be old people. Which old people would be willing to, do this? A lot of Asian old people, they are kind of superstitious, thinking, oh, I don't want my body to be chopped up, otherwise my ghost, yada yada, things like that. And I was thinking the only possibility this would apply is that these are probably professors themselves. This person, this body, must be one of the professors. One of the previous professors. Just like Albus Dumbledore. You spend your whole life at school, even the summer holidays at school, and even when Dumbledore died, his body is buried in Hogwarts grounds. So I guess only professors will be willing to have the body still serving the school like this. I didn't ask, I just assumed. Oh, I need to take away this. Hey. And move up the reference. Oh, what? They're on the same layer. Oink. To separate them. Boop. Hey, like this. Not sure we have at the uni here. Yeah, I'm not sure. People were surprised when I tell them, like, told my mom, and I told who else? I just to some other people, and they were saying, oh, I thought only medical schools have these sort of things. And I was thinking, the school I'm going to is called a Polytechnic University of Hong Kong, and they are rumored. There are rumors flying around saying that because Hong Kong only has 2 medical schools, one in Hong Kong U and one in CUHK, and there are rumors flying about that our university also wants to be the 3rd medical school in Hong Kong, because now our university here is the only school in Hong Kong that offers MOT and MPT courses. So all the physiotherapists and occupational therapists come from this university, and they're saying that this is an advantage for them to start medical school, because they have all the other allied health subjects here. Why can't they have medical degrees? And I was thinking maybe they're trying to use us as guinea pigs to see how the cadavers work. Oh, the MOT student, MPT students, they use cadavers too. We can use it here for the new medical degree. So, not that I'm complaining. I think it's good. I got the experience. That big muscle in the middle is the rectus femoris. Fall down to the... Oh no, I need to remember the tendons too. I don't know. I don't know about the tendons. Ah. But this will be a good opportunity though for me to like visualize everything. And also they need to ask the exam, they have to you have to remember what the muscles attaches to. So other than the muscle name, you've also got to remember which part of the body they attach themselves to. And naturally, a lot of my classmates are terrified of this class. Especially those who did not study biology in their secondary school. They are at a bit of a disadvantage. For people who have studied biology in secondary school, even though you don't know everything, you never have to remember muscle names. For things like what are the arteries and valves in the heart, you have some sense. It rings a bell, even though you might not remember everything. Oh, I'm about to check about some more fascinating. I'm so glad. Oh, see ya. Good luck with your work. I'll just stay here and try to memorize everything. Weakened anterior tibial something. Wait, wait a minute. I remember. Tibial. Tibia is the medial. This thing. Anterior means front. Anterior tibialis is the muscle here, right? Oh god. Stop testing me. Ah. So scared. Oh god. Can't remember this. What am I going to do for the others? Ah. Let's see. Oh, I'll have to label it too. This is the fastest lateralis. This is... wait a minute, it's different. These diagonal stuff are the adductors. Adata brevis and adata longus. How fat is the bactenius? I'm sighing. I'm sighing already. Inipsoas. Oh god. I've already spent my morning studying CNN is called. It's not cranium. It's neuroscience. What does the C stand for? Neurology and neuroscience. And you have to remember all the cranial nerves, where they come from, what they do. Ah. Oh god, it's loading so slow. Didn't risk it. Anyway, go back to here. But, Sartorius here is a little bit too high. Alright. This would be Sartorius, first medialis was be the rectus femoris, and this one will be the lateralis beside. Right. Maybe. Alright. Now I just combine everything. Ah. This. Nice. I'm just so sorry that the time when I don't speak is when I'm the most productive. Oh, extends the digital blockers. This is coming up. This is coming up next week. You can see that. Next week I'll be covering the lower legs. The knee should look a little bit more round, isn't it? What the proportion doesn't really matter once the muscles are accurate. I remember this is doing something that is the opposite of what the figure drawing teacher told me to do when last I took his course. That when he introduced how to draw the body, he was saying that don't get too caught up about how all the little muscles go, because usually as long as you know where the big muscles are, the small thing you just, even if you make slight mistakes, people don't really notice, because at the end of the day the goal for art is to look appealing to the eye, because you're not really doing a medical illustration, textbooks or anything. But here I am, trying to copy from this medical illustration. Oh. Let's see. What is that? Is that long tendon? Remember the professor said there was not much big loss of muscle in front of the anterior leg, lower leg. And that's why it has such a hard texture. When you bump it into something, it's rather painful. Right. I think the shape is alright. The music is so chill. Looks like these tendons looks like bandages, and also I haven't really studied this part yet, but I remember the professor said that the tendons they have for their finger joints was look like these bandages thing. What look cool, and it other than protecting your joints and providing nutrients for them, it also prevents you from overextending it. So for finger joints you can only bend it to 90 degrees and sometimes just a little bit of hyperextension, but other than that you can't just bend it all the way back like you can do with your, I don't know, your neck something. Right. Let's see. This tutorial is a little bit janky. Right. This looks a little bit wonky compared to the other one. This is what happens when you value the small stuff over the big shapes, which is probably what I should do. Right, at the patella region, below that shadow. What's the longest muscle looks so curvy? It's like a sliding river instead of muscle being pulled straight. Is that what it really is? Or is it just the illustration? I don't think seeing things like this in a cadaver, but in a cadaver, the body's probably all dried up for years, and I can only see just dead muscles. But here, in the eyes of the artist, I'm not sure this is actually what it looks like. And that makes me wonder, do people actually see what living muscles look like when they run? Can X-ray do that? Is there any medical technology that allows you to just see the muscles when they move? Like you can look at an athlete and see how they move with all the real muscles beneath the skin. That would also be quite convenient for the art community, especially when I try to capture things like this. This is the tendon. Remember, below the patella region is the tuberosity, right? Tibial tuberosity. The rough surface beneath the kneecap where the quadriceps attach to. Oh god, I'm in danger here. Up. The knee looks a little bit too square. I should round it down. So, hey. Yep, things like that. I realised mine is a little bit more stylised than the actual reference. These are the adapters. Sartorius again. Rectus femoris. Beneath that is the vastus medius. If only that our anatomy lessons can be done with illustrations like this. Oh, we have so much of a hard time. Let's see. Oh, and also this part, this leg also needs to have these bandage-like tendons. Also, if I draw it like this, it'll also look like the knee is bent, the leg is bent outward. So I just make it horizontal. It's like it's not bent too outward, not too inward. Perspective. These are the metatarsals. Right, I think that it's not finished yet. Oh, wait a minute. The leg should curve inward like this. Sheesh. It's not finished yet, but I think good stopping point. Aha. I go back to my comic now. I have to start with line work now. But I'm satisfied with how this colour scheme goes. Colouring first. A little bit. I didn't regret making all these colours first before I do line work. But I do regret a little bit of going all the details in. Like these sort of details. And detailing the characters as well. Because I don't need to do that if I have to line work. I could say something, but oh well. I guess this is it. Thank you so much for coming. See you next stream. Hey.